Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Excellency for all of judges and the Honorable for all of participants and viewers in this competition. Hi everyone, how are you today? Great? I hope you're in great condition. And let me introduce myself. My name is Raden Muhammad Kaafi Awab Afandi from MTS Tafid Siandul Quran Kudus. And today, in this nice occasion, I would like to tell you all my stories under the title Kawah Sikidang or Sikidang creature. Have you ever listened this before? No? Okay, before it, I want to ask you something, guys. Do you know where Kawah Sikidang is? You don't know? Well, Kawah Sikidang is located in Dieng Mountain, absolutely in my hometown, Banjarnegara. And do you know one fact about it? Dieng is located in the 3 different cities. First is Banjarnegara, second is Temanggung, and the last is Wonosobo. So, without any further ado, let's start the stories. So please, listen carefully and enjoy it. Ages ago, in Dieng Plateau, there was a beautiful princess named Shinta Dewi. She lived in a massive palace with a beautiful large garden. She was really pretty and mature enough to get married. Every man from all around the world will fall in love with her at the first sight. Many of them tried to propose to her, but she always rejected them because none of them were rich enough to fulfill everything she wanted. Like most of girls nowadays, she had a dream to marry a perfect man. Handsome, kind, and of course, rich. One day, a prince named Kidang Garungan, amazed with the figure of the princess. He wanted Shinta Dewi to become his spouse with his beyond ordinary love. So, he proposed to Shinta Dewi, sent messenger to Shinta Dewi. Send this message to Shinta Dewi. Just tell me everything she wanted. I will give it to her. Everything, no matter what. The total wealth from people in this world is not compared with my uncounted wealth. Said Prince Hirman to the messenger. After saying yes, the messenger went to Shinta Dewi's palace. In the palace, they completed their tasks. The princess easily said yes. You know why? Because she was hypnotized by the extraordinary wealth that Prince Garungan offered. Besides, she believed that a very rich man like Prince Garungan must be having extraordinary handsome too. The messenger begged to Prince Garungan. Prince Garungan was really happy. You know why? Because Shinta Dewi accepted his proposal. The next day, he and his retinue headed to Shinta Dewi Palace, preparing the wedding ceremony. They brought the dowry, jewels, gold, diamond, and lots of goods. Well, Shinta Dewi and her house had prepared a welcoming party to greet her fiancé. They prepared a lot of food and entertainment. Shinta Dewi greeted Prince Karangan arrival with an irresistible smile. But his smile faded immediately after Prince Karangan appeared, instead of a figure of a handsome prince like she'd imagined. Prince Karangan was a weird one. His body was a human, but his head was the head of a deer. I'm so dead. What kind of creature is he? What joke is this? I don't want to marry a deer. Shinta Dewi whispered in her heart. But it was no use crying over spilled milk. She could not cancel the proposal. Willy-nilly, she must marry with Prince Karangan. She tried to face her fate, but her heart could not accept it. Then she was thinking very hard to find a way how to change her horrible future. Before the wedding, she asked Prince Karangan to make a large well in one night. You have to know, my prince, our people always deal with water problems. It is so hard to get the water here. So, for the solution of our land and future, I ask you to make a well by yourself alone, as proof of your love. Will you? With this nonsense, she believed that Prince Karangan would not make it. But she didn't know that Prince Karangan have a spiritual power. I will, sweetheart, anything for you, answered the prince, then kissed her hand. Right, after that, he dug the Shinta Dewi chosen land. He dug it by his bare hand, sometimes with his horn, without any complaint. His star is nothing compared with his happiness. Imagine Shinta Dewi happy smile, satisfied with his handmade well and proud with her fiancé. When the well almost done, panic attack was crawling on the heart of Shinta Dewi. Her body was trembling. She's so afraid that Prince Karangan won't make it. She started crying and talked so hard with her dumb head. Then some ideas appeared in her heart. What's the idea, guys? She asked her man to heap well up. Yep, the idea is to bury alive Prince Karangan. And then what happened with Prince Karangan, guys? Prince realized that he will bury it alive after a piece of soil hit his head. My princess, stop it! Prince Karangan screamed in his heart. The louder he screamed, the faster they buried him. His body was fully buried. He used his power to escape. Then the well exploded, but they continued to bury him until Prince Karangan died. In his last breath, he cursed Shinta Dewi will have a dreadlocks hair. Well, the time passed by. People named well Kawah Sikidang. And do you know well the name Kawah Sikidang? Because in the Japanese language, Sikidang means deer. And this well is made by Prince Hirungan, which is the head of a deer. So Japanese people name it Kawah Sikidang because this well is made by head of a deer. The end. So what the moral guys in my story is, if we have some promises, we have to fulfill it. Why? Because if we not fulfill it, we'll get some impact. Like Shinta Dewi. You wanna get some impact? Of course you don't need, right? Thanks, and from me, my name is Raden Muhammad Kaafi Awab Afandi from MTS Tafid Sianbul Quran Kudus. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.